Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been doing well. I am so excited to share with you my two new purchases that I just got from Fashionphile. One is an Hermes accessory, here's the box, and the other in here is a Chanel bag. So I did open this already, but let me just show you quickly the Fashionphile box. So here's the box. I love their packaging because on the inside it says Fashionphile right there. I think they do a really good job of packing everything. And so that's always just fun to open. And all their packages come with a nail file that says Fashionphile on it. It's really cute. I have a ton of these by now, but they're always nice to have. And this is just the envelope that has my receipt inside. Okay, so here is the Hermes box. I'm gonna start with this one. This was listed as new condition and it was just slightly under real retail price. Here's the ribbon. And it is this beautiful scarf. I love it so, so much. It's basically kind of cut in half, the colorway. On one half right here, it's this gorgeous like florally print with lots of blues and pinks and corals and like teal greens, and I just love every single color on here. Then on the other side is just kind of this very simple creamish colored and coral outline. And if you look very closely, which I'm gonna try to show you guys, there are different little animals. So there's some, I think those are tigers. And over here, what do we have? Looks like there's two rams. And then also just some really pretty designs over here. And then when you, I'm gonna try to scoot back a little bit. So when you open the entire scarf up, it looks like this. So you can see where it's kind of cut in half. There's this side of the triangle, which is just cream colored and coral, and this side of the triangle, which is more colorful. And so it's sort of like getting two scarves in one, because I'm probably mostly going to divide the scarf in half like this, and then wear it around my neck like this. So that's like one scarf. And then if you do the other side like this is almost like getting a completely new scarf, which I just really like the versatility of this. And you know, there are tons of different ways to wear scarves. You can make them skinnier by kind of rolling them up a little bit. Like this. Tying it around your neck. Oh, my hair is getting in the way. Like that's one way you could wear it. Anyway, there are tons of different ways to style scarves. I'm not really gonna go into it all now, but I really like this scarf a lot. I just fell in love with the color. You know, to be honest, I wasn't necessarily on the lookout for a scarf, but this particular pattern and color and just the fact that it feels like two scarves in one, that just really grabbed my attention, and I just realized I just really wanted it, and I'm really, really happy that I have it. So here it is again. This, like I said, was listed as just under retail. I'm trying to remember the exact price. It was, I think it was $3.90 or $3.95, and I believe most Hermes scarves that are of this size retail for around $4.20. So it wasn't a huge savings, but the fact that I got it for just slightly under retail and it was listed as a new condition, I'm totally happy about. Normally with Fashionphile, I would say please do your research, because they will sometimes list things as higher than retail. And that is really just because of demand, and if an item is just really, really popular and it's really hard to get, it's likely that it might go for a little bit higher. So I generally don't like to pay above retail for pre-loved items if I can help it. I will make exceptions for things that are like unicorn bags or something that I really, really want and I've kind of exhausted all my other options to find elsewhere. So definitely do your research and keep that in mind. But when I Googled the price of an Hermes scarf and I realized that this one from Fashionphile was just a little bit cheaper, again, not a huge savings, but I'll take it. I was like, yes, I definitely want to get this. So I'm really, really happy about this. And it's just nice that it came with the box as well. Okay, so here's the Chanel bag. I'm going to open it up for you guys. And it is the jumbo black caviar with silver hardware. Okay, so I've been wanting to add a jumbo, but I knew for sure I wanted a single flap instead of a double flap. I wanted a single flap so it wouldn't be as heavy, and so I could also maximize the space a little bit more. Therefore, I knew I had to go the pre-love route because they don't make the jumbo single flap anymore. Then I had to figure out what color and hardware combination I wanted. So I'm not usually a silver hardware person. I do have a few silver hardware bags, but I would say for the most part, the vast majority of my bags are gold hardware. So then I was thinking I would get a gold hardware bag for this as well. But I didn't think I wanted black because I already have so many black bags. Anyway, long story short, I ended up pulling the trigger on this black caviar with silver hardware, and actually I'm so happy I got this. I wasn't really quite sure how I'd feel about it when I opened the box. The more I look at it, the more I kind of like try it on, the more excited I am about having this in my collection. I just like it so much more than I thought I would, and I don't really have any regrets about getting this. I love the substantial chain. I love how long the handle drop is. So it's very comfortable to carry because the drop is so long and there's just a lot of space for your arm right here. And you can even kind of like move it to the back a little bit. I love this size a lot. I'm just like, I actually really like this color combination so much more than I thought I would. I'm also really pleased with the condition of this bag. It was listed as very good condition, but honestly looking at it, I would say it's borderline excellent, especially for a bag of this age. I believe this is a 13 series, and so when I looked it up, this bag was probably made in 2009 or 2010. So for a bag that's about 10 years old, I think I would say it's in excellent condition. I don't see any obvious flaws. The corners look really good to me. The only things that I noticed, I think, are very natural wear and tear. So there's a little bit of creasing right here. You can just see like right here, but to me, it's not super noticeable. There's a little bit of wrinkling under here, which I think is gonna be normal for a bag like this. And then also on the back right here, so you can see right here a little bit. And then probably hard to tell on the inside because it's all black, but there's just a little bit of like creasing and some scratches on the inside. But there are no like obvious scratches or marks on the outside that I could really see. The bottom is a little bit worn right here, like just some creasing, but honestly, just a little bit of wrinkling and creasing. But beyond that, there's no like big scratches. There's, I think the caviar looks really good. It's this nice kind of like shiny matte color. I'm really pleased with the condition of this bag. So even the sides look really good to me. It is a little pointier on the top compared to the double flap, but I think that's just sort of to be expected. And I'm actually wondering if maybe after I fill and use this bag more, it might round out a little bit more. So I'm not too bothered by this at all. I'd say in general, I'm actually very happy with the description of this bag. And then let me just show you guys, the authenticity card is inside. Oh, so when you open the bag, it's basically just one container, one empty space, but there is a zippered pocket here and then a regular flat pocket here. I don't know if you'll get to see that. And the authenticity card is right here, and it is a 13 series. So for pricing, I actually had Fashionphile credit to use towards this purchase. I ended up selling to Fashionphile my rose gold Chanel cosmetic case and then also my mini O case that I got from Heathrow last year. I got pretty good prices for them. I don't remember exactly what the prices were, but I didn't lose any money. I definitely made a little bit of money, or it was about breaking even. When you sell to Fashionphile, if you opt to get a credit instead of cash, they will give you an extra 10% in credit. So I ended up getting the credit, so I got a little bit more. And I also sold back to them my Balenciaga part-time bag that was black with gold hardware. And I got a little bit from that as well. So altogether for those 3 items total, I think I had $1,500 in credit. It was like $1,500 and change. I think it was between $1,500 and $1,600. So I used that towards this purchase. So then on my credit card, I think I spent, it was definitely less than $4,000. It was like $3,900 something that I spent on my credit card. So I think for both these items, I'm pretty pleased with the price. Also, even though I don't necessarily need this bag right now, with the Chanel price increases, I've just seen that the market for the single flap seems to be getting more popular. There are people who are looking for this bag more, and when that happens, that usually means the resale price is going to go up. And I just felt like the longer I waited, the more I would regret not getting this bag sooner rather than later, because I just felt like the price would start to creep up slowly and slowly. And already it's sort of a harder to find bag because of its age, that I also didn't want to wait too long, because then I was like, the longer you wait, the harder it is going to be to find a bag in the condition that you want to get it for. And so even though we're still technically in quarantine, can't really use my bags as much as I would like, I just decided to go ahead and pull the trigger when I found this one. And then besides just having the credit, even if I didn't have the credit, I usually always look at Fashionphile first when I'm looking for a pre-loved item. I think they just have a really great selection, and what I appreciate most about them is that I feel like they're generally pretty honest about their description and condition. I've purchased a lot of bags from them throughout the years, and I would say there was only ever one time that I felt like the description didn't necessarily match the bag, and they have a pretty generous return policy. I think you have 30 days. I also just really like their photos. I think that you can zoom in really well, and they do a pretty good job of describing what the flaws are. They have really high res photos, so you can kind of zoom in and see, oh, that's where the corner wear is, or that's where the scratch is, and you can really evaluate for yourself before you pull the trigger and buying the item. The only other pre-loved site that I have shopped from is The RealReal, and I didn't really have a good experience with them. I haven't shopped at Rebag yet. I did look at that site to see if I could find a single flat, but they didn't have, at the time, they didn't have a great selection. So just do your research. This video is not sponsored by Fashionphile at all. They do not even know who I am or that I make videos, but I just want to give you guys my honest opinion about why Fashionphile is generally the first place I would look for a pre-loved bag. Anyway, I think that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about these items at all. I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!